I was pushing to get this thing done. I thought 120 days was enough. I hung in there as long as I could, but it's going to take more time to do it. And we need the extension to make sure we don't stop development in the meantime.
Flagler County Commissioners are expected to extend the deadline on passing an interlocal agreement at a meeting today. Commissioner Dave Sullivan gives an update on the new expected timeline.
We put a deadline of 120 days to redo the ILA, the interlocal agreement. That deadline was September 1st. Nothing much was happening. We were trying, we were having meetings, and at the last meeting there was some progress. So we're going back to the Board of County Commissioners because we have to extend that deadline, and we will vote on that, extending it to November 9th. To give the lawyers a chance to get the legalese right. But there is some movement.
An agreement would end an impasse between the county, developers, and the school district over impact fees that fund new school construction. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
Flagler Beach residents are being asked to boil their water for the next 2.5 days. The precautionary boil water order was issued by the city following a water main break Friday at 6th Street and South Central Avenue. Crews will be working to repair the break starting at 8 a.m. Monday, so some residents may see a water service interruption around that time. The areas affected include any resident or business on South Central Avenue between South 5th and South 7th Streets, and those on South 6th and 7th Streets between South Central Avenue and State Road A1A. Under the 60-hour boil water notice, water should be boiled for at least 1 minute for tasks like brushing teeth, washing fruits and veggies, and making ice. Tap water is still okay for showering and running the dishwasher. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
A Palm Coast woman faces child abuse charges.
A 33-year-old Palm Coast woman faces several felony charges after witnesses saw her shaving a young family member's head, writing nasty words on her face, and then shoving a metal bar in her mouth. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
Deputies responded when a witness reported it. When they went to the parent's home, the mother then attacked and resisted deputy sheriffs, which is not a good idea either. This parent clearly needs parenting classes and anger management classes. I will always support parents disciplining their children. But if they go overboard and lose their temper and cause harm to a child, you will be arrested and be taken to the Green Roof Inn.
Priscilla Florentino is being held without bond at the Sheriff Perry Hall Inmate Detention Center that includes charges of child abuse. She doesn't have a prior criminal record in Flagler County. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Palm Coast lawmakers learned some eye-opening statistics from a federally mandated housing report.
Senior planner Jose Papa of the city's Community Development Department presented senior housing cost statistics to the City Council from the 2020 American Community Survey.
49% of all households have one or more persons over the age of 65. 57% of households in an owner-occupied unit with a cost burden of 30%, that is, they're paying 30% or more of their income towards a mortgage, and those types of households include a person, again, over the age of 62. And also found within the city, there are over 7 households where the grandparents are responsible for grandchildren. Again, just some of the dynamics and the makeup of what we have within our community.
Papa told the council elderly households that have these situations are more vulnerable due to either having a fixed income or a single income. They are also more prone to suddenly have a disability that may require the rehabilitation of a home. Paying for that work will be difficult due to the already high living expenses. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
Joe Rizzo's work lives on.
When Joe Rizzo died in early March, Palm Coast Mayor David Alphen said, quote, Flagler truly lost a best friend of Flagler in Joe's passing, end quote. As Joe's wife, Teresa Rizzo, stepped up to be the new executive director of the Flagler Ed Foundation, she said on a recent episode of Lifeline here on WNZF that one of the first things the organization did was a Make It Happen fund in Joe's memory.
Because Joe was really good at making it happen. Anytime anyone came to him with a request, no matter how big or small the request was, he would say, we'll make it happen. So that fund will actually continue as our theme for the entire year to just make it happen for kids and teachers in Flagler County.
Teresa Rizzo said that about 140 people showed up at the annual dinner where they made the number 75 their theme for the year. Because she said Joe was born in 75. They raised about $90,000 that night, exceeding their $75,000 goal. You can listen to Lifeline on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 9 or anytime on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, big shoes to fill. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.